Good morning, it is adventure time once again. I am on the west side of the Sierra Nevada. I am in Sequoia National Park at the Mineral King parking area, and today's objective is going to be Sawtooth Peak. Just parked at the Timber Gap Trailhead, wrapped my car up like a burrito to protect it from the marmots. We're gonna head in, it's gonna be a great day. I'm really excited to see some beautiful high peaks. We're about 1.5 miles in, just climbing next to Monarch Creek, enjoying this scenery. It is beautiful. All right, so we have a decision to make. There's apparently an unmaintained trail that goes this way that's a lot more direct, whereas the slightly more maintained trail is this way, involving across a Monarch Creek. The creek doesn't look too bad. This way is 1 mile longer. The trail's probably in better shape. Seeing as how somebody wrote Hell's Trail going that way, I think we're gonna go this way. So we just crossed Monarch Creek. We only got one toe a little wet, but it was pretty easy. And so far so good. Steady slogging. This has been pretty smooth sailing so far, which is great. I was wondering, this area was closed all of last year, which was 2023, because we had so much snow that the road was pretty much like undrivable. It took a lot of work on both the county as well as the NPS's side to get the road up and running. But Memorial Day 2024 was ready to go. And yeah, never been here and I'm loving every minute of it. It's okay, guys. Look at these nice boys. Got some velvet on those antlers. Don't see that too often. We are at about 10,200 feet. We are a little before Monarch Lake, and we're gonna be busting out the snow gear. Got a little bit of steep snow we gotta travel. I really don't want to fall. I got the crampons and the micro spikes. The snow's pretty darn hard. I think we'll start with the micro spikes and see how that goes. Ice axe will be out, and we should make a safe crossing. Snowfield was crossed. We're slow, we're careful. Kept the ice axe buried, stable. Didn't slip or anything, which is great. I'm probably going to be using the full crampons on the way back as the snow gets a little softer. Get your sun cups. Love it. This is Monarch Lake. Took us about 2 hours to get here, a little short of 5 miles. Sawtooth Peak is just visible up there. But first of all, we got to access the path somewhere over here. I think it's about to get a lot sandier and looser. Couple hundred feet above the lake. I'm kind of like in and out of being on a trail. So far this isn't as bad as I thought. It's like a little loose, but it is really not exceptionally loose. I'm just kind of heading up. The pass is less than 1,000 feet, so we're gonna get there. Super close to the pass. I'm huffing and puffing. We're still making good progress. We're still having fun. I cannot wait to get up there and crest. Going to be greeted by a beautiful view of some high Sierra terrain, the Sequoias, I don't even know what else, but we should be up at that pass soon. And hopefully at the summit pretty soon thereafter. Wow. Oh my goodness. Nice. This is Sawtooth Pass. This is glorious. That's the peak right there. Got half a mile-ish at the most. Gonna be a lot of fun third-class ridge running. Let's get it. This is the ridge. This is glorious. This is some classic high Sierra stuff. Can't wait. We're hugging a little below the ridge. We're somewhere in like the class 2, class 3 realm right now, but this is a ton of fun. It is a long way down and not too much more of a way up. Loving life on the ridge. Oh yeah. This rock is glorious and very interesting. It's not the typical like high Sierra granite I was expecting to find in the Southern Sierra. It's really grainy, really sharp. It's almost kind of Monzo granite. It reminds me a little more of kind of like Joshua Tree or like Bishop Pine Creek rock as opposed to like proper high Sierra granite. This way you get when you come to new places. Seeing some footprints, also seeing a lot of marked areas. This trail is like almost overmarked in my opinion. I feel like I'm in Colorado. I'm like questioning the third class nature of this. Like so far I've like been choosing to make it third class just for fun, but like you could have kept it second up to this point, but I think when we get up over here and see the summit, we might change that tune. Summit and summit register are right up there. I had to kind of come around this way. Got a little bit, I'll call this third class, a little kind of frictiony lie back, and then we'll be there. Summit register, and the true summit is right there. We'll go up, touch it, and love it. The register was signed. It is June 17th. I was the third one to sign the register this year, which I'm pretty proud of. And there were 10 people who signed last year, which is really impressive, seeing as how the Mineral King Road was closed. No idea how they got here, but that's great that people were out climbing around here last year. All right, proof we are at the summit. It is right here. I am not going to stand on this. It's a little windy and a very long way down. So here we are on the summit of Sawtooth Peak, and it is absolutely incredible. Highly recommend getting up here. Right now I am looking due west into the Central Valley, and you can see that haze kind of hanging out as it likes to do. Swinging to the north, we are looking at Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park and all the beautiful High Sierra peaks that inhabit that region. And this right here is the main event. These are the Kauaias going from left to right. You have Black Kauai, Red Kauai, Second Kauai, and then Big Kauai. Really, really beautiful area. And now we are looking across into the other side of the Sierra. So you can see Mount Whitney, Keeler Needle, see Mount Muir all the way across there. You also can see Mount Langley as well as Cirque Peak. I was at Cirque Peak last year looking this way, and it's kind of cool to be able to see it in the other direction. In the foreground there, we have Needham Mountain, and then the big Arroyo hanging out slightly to the left. That last big pyramid-shaped peak in the distance is Olancha, the southernmost SPS emblem peak. Right now we're looking about due south, and I don't actually know this area all that well. Farewell Gap is in there and some other peaks, and then we'll just finish the Pano back toward the Central Valley and the summit of Sawtooth. Love being here. Apparently the Park Service has been recycling some benchmarks. Grand Canyon South Rim, 7,000 feet. I don't think that's where I am right now. So we spent about 20 minutes up on the summit. It was a little cold and windy, so we didn't really lollygag, and now we are starting our descent. Took me 4 hours to get up here, which I'm really psyched about. I'm thinking that it's going to take a lot less time to get down. We're going to be able to do some proper scree skiing. Descending so far been pretty smooth, a little faster than the Ascent. I'm hanging like 20-25 feet off the ridge to keep it class 2. Like, I don't really love down climbing. I don't think there's any reason to down scramble, but we can just keep moving. What I am not doing is going that way straight down to Monarch Lake. I took a little look, and it definitely gets really cliffy, and there's a bunch of comments on All Trails of people who tried to kind of just go straight down and got really cliffed out, and I don't want that to be me today. So we're just gonna keep on doing what we do best, keeping it safe, trying to move fast, and head down. We back, baby. I kind of love this, not gonna lie. It's fun. It's a fun little exercise and balance. We are rapidly descending. Gaia GPS has a trail sort of labeled about where I am right now. When I ascended a little further, closer to these trees. It was a little rockier and way more solid. I would highly recommend going up kind of the right side of this bowl, but when you want to go down, just go down the middle, because this is primo scree skiing. I love rapid descents. Oh my gosh, legends. Back at Monarch Lake. Took less than an hour to get down here, 2 hours up. Really fast to get down, which is awesome. I need to be a little cautious crossing these snowfields up ahead, and then should be kind of pretty straightforward, smooth sailing. I'm hoping to do a little jogging and get back to the car in good time. We are back to the snowfields. I'm gonna spike up one more time. Whoever came through before me today has really made some nice footprints that have been great to follow, and the snow's like right at the point where like you're sinking a few inches, which is actually kind of nice and confidence inspiring. So I'm just gonna micro spike ice axe, make it across this, and then it'll be smooth sailing. Snow successfully crossed. It was perfect. You could really sink in just enough. The ice axe was really stable, and now all we got is trail. Cannot wait. Gonna probably blast down this. Got less than 5 miles. Hope to be at the car soon. We are moving and loving life. The temperature is perfect. Trail is fast, sun is out. Could not ask for a better day. I feel like every video I'm like, I love being in the Sierra, and that is so true, man. What a place. I always forget what these birds are. They're either grouse or ptarmigan, little rock chicken. All you need to do, bro, is get off the trail. Like, that's it. I really don't want to eat you. Faster than I am. We are back at Monarch Creek. It doesn't look much higher than it was earlier. I think I'm gonna get my feet wet. I got like 1.5 miles to go. Yeah, not that big of a deal. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is snow melt. That's what we love. Woo! Gotta get it. That down there is the parking lot. You can tell because there's a lot of cars wrapped in blue. Should be there in no time. So that right there in the middle of the screen is Farewell Gap. Walt Disney famously in the 60s tried to develop this area into a ski area, and the reason why it fell through was, one, he died, and his son or whoever the heir was a little less enthused on skiing, but also just getting up here on the road. Disney wanted the county to pay for a better road, and they really didn't want to. And I mean, after driving the road today, it was pretty bad. It just really kind of makes you wonder like what this area would have looked like as a ski area. I mean, some of this terrain looks pretty fun, some of this terrain looks pretty serious. Don't know what they would have developed, but I think that would have really changed California history. I would have wondered especially like the effect it would have on Mammoth, because like LA could kind of pick, do you want to go west side up to Mineral King or east side up to Mammoth? Who knows? We will never know. Check it out, check it out. We are back. It is 2:30. Took about 6.5 hours. It was 4 hours up and then 2.5 down, which is lovely. We're gonna head back to the ranger station, return the tarp, then blast through the Central Valley and head back to San Francisco. I'm going to bring this adventure to a close. What a day that was. I've only spent about 5 days in the mountains so far this season, but this was definitely the best. The hiking really wasn't too hard. It had all the hallmarks of the High Sierra, you know, a little bit of loose, a little rocky, a little bit of cross country, a little bit of scrambling, beautiful summit, unbelievable peaks. I loved getting up there, seeing the Sequoias. That was the closest I'd ever been to them. But seeing like Whitney, Langley, Cirque, some of the other sort of Southern Sierra heavy hitters was really cool, and I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more California adventures like this, and I hope to see you on another adventure.